Yeah. It's gotta go. I don't even know where it's gotta go. My knees are all bent up. This will be good for my wife. You can see the damn brake pedal's gonna be, the seat's gotta go back. Scoot it back. I have removed a lot of more stuff off that Toyota Tundra. I got the steering column out. I got the bar that runs from one side to the other out. And I've got the bracket that holds the brake pedal and the booster out. And I got kind of a plan in my brain. That steering mount, it's about 3 or 4 inches too long, so I'm gonna have to cut it. And somehow I need to figure out how to clamp it up here or something to hold it so I can put the steering wheel on it, see if my steering wheel's right, and then figure out how to mount it to the Jeep. But the main thing, I gotta get my steering wheel sitting right in front of me, you know, centered. This thing is measuring 13, the Jeep's measuring 13, this bracket is measuring 13 to where the steering wheel is. So I think I got lucky on that. I'm not gonna have to move the left side. I just gotta cut off some of the right side and shorten it where it'll fit in this cavity. I didn't do my math right. I got cut off maybe 1/4 inch or so. Oh yeah, that's tight. That is tight. I can look and see I'm gonna have to go up. It's hitting that cowl. Where that angle is, I think my steering wheel's still gonna have to be low. See where my bolt is there? That needs to go up, I believe. But it's hitting that cowl right there on that corner. So I have to trim something. I don't know what, but something. Stick a steering wheel in there just to see what the hell. It's aiming almost right at that hole. But here's one thing I know. This has got to go up. I think I could trim this back edge and buy me a little more room. See how high I can get it up. I don't like how this is poking out. The dash on this thing fits flat. So I'm gonna have an issue right here with that poking out. I got it kind of propped up, but my seat's sitting on the floor, which it should, with the bracket, it should be about that much higher. And I'm gonna measure my other Jeep, the distance the steering wheel's out and the distance from the steering wheel to the floor, and see what I have as far as a factory Jeep. From the dash to the end of the steering wheel on that other one, it's 13. This one's about 15. And then from the floor to the bottom of the steering wheel, the other one's like 22. And this one's like, I don't know, 18. Probably 18 maybe. I'm gonna see if I can climb my fat ass up in here and sit in that seat. Sit in that seat and grab that steering wheel and see how it feels, but it looks like it's way too close, man. It's way too close. Yeah. It's gotta go. I don't even know where it's gotta go. I know one thing, even my knees are all bent up. I wonder what's the... I don't think I can scoot the seat back that way a little bit. I'm afraid to scoot it, it'll fall off in blocks. But I mean, my legs are still, this would be good for my wife, but my legs are still, you can see, this seat gotta go. I mean, the damn brake pedal's gonna be, yeah, I mean, the seat's gotta go back. Let me see, let me get out, got it falling over. Maybe I can scoot it back. All right, here's what I come up with. To keep this bar needs to go that way. There is no way. It's not gonna happen. My steering wheel needs to go that way there. About at least 2 inches, maybe more. So what I'm looking at is move this bolt to maybe right here. I'm thinking about cutting me a slot and then just sliding the bolt and putting it right where I want it. And then here, I'll have to extend these that way. It's gonna be a lot of work, no matter how you go about it. But that's the only thing I can think of. But that's my plan. I can't think of anything easier. All right, here's what I got going on. I have cut these. These were just like that. I cut them, and take them off. Now I'm to my boat. I'm gonna move that boat back that way. There. I got my top slotted. I can move my steering wheel forward and backwards, and I cut the wheels on this bracket and slid it back on that pipe so I can tilt it one way or the other. Then once I get it right where I want it, tack, tack. You can pivot however I want it. That is aiming straight in my hole. I'm back a good couple of inches or so. I'm gonna snug it on down. There. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That still seems a little close. But these Jeeps, they don't have a lot of space. They're like an old Ford truckers. I mean, there's not a lot of space for you to stretch out. All right, time has passed. What I have decided to do was, in order to get my steering wheel right where I needed it, first I had to get my seat right where I needed it. And the seat, this isn't the factory seat. but it's close enough. And it has adjustment where it'll slide back and forth, unlike the factory seat. So I got it, a bolt here, I got it clamped over there. I got my steering wheel propped up. Looks like I got plenty of room. Let me climb in. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better. Look, I got room to grow some gut if I want to, and the seat is slid back a little bit. It will slide forwards. That's right about there. It ain't here. It ain't there. Right about that. That actually, my legs are stretched out. That actually, only thing is my seat needs to go that way. I'm not sitting dead straight behind my steering wheel, which ain't no big deal. I just got all this stuff tacked in anyhow. I can untack it and move it over, but still it'll let me know where that steering wheel needs to be. And I'll be honest with you, I think I like it right there. I'm gonna call that good. Now to move on to the next step. What it is, I don't know. I gotta think about it for a minute. It's the next day, and I decided after a good night's sleep, I'm gonna tackle the brake pedal. I need to know the brake pedal sits with the steering wheel. You gotta have steering wheel, seat, brake pedal, gas pedal, all in a comfortable position. So while I got the steering wheel sitting there and the seat sitting there, before I take them out and weld them and get them right where I want them, I'm gonna go ahead and set the brake pedal in and make sure it's good. Now, I'm waving this thing here around, but what this is, this came off of the Toyota. This was a part where the booster and the brake pedal mounted to this, and I drilled it. You can see where I drilled the welds out. But this thing here is going to be my pattern. It may even become part of the Jeep. I got it marked top. It goes like that. It comes from the inside of the Jeep like that. But this hole right here, I've been doing a little moving around and measuring. This hole right here is pretty much, I'm gonna say, perfect to put my brake pedal right where I need it. Now I can't hold the brake pedal, get in there and put my foot on it all at the same time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this right here. I'm gonna stick it right in the middle, and I'm probably gonna mark and drill the two upper holes, and then see if I can mount the brake pedal assembly on the inside with just a couple of bolts and see how it feels. Because it might have to go down, you know. I think that's pretty much left and right, but it might have to go down a little bit, I'm afraid. But I'll just drill some holes. If it ain't right, I'll drill some more holes, you know, a little bit lower till I get it right. My only problem is I got to get a bolt through this hole on the inside of the Jeep and then put a nut on the outside of the Jeep, and my arms ain't, I don't think I can reach around and do it all in one shot. Can you see my pedal? That's all the way up. That's all the way down. Try it both ways. That's not too bad. I mean, if it is a little weird, I can always just cut the metal on there, or cut it, bow it, or add a piece, or move it back or something. There's options with that, but it's got to bolt to the firewall. I'm lucky I have another Jeep over there to reference off of where everything goes to. Because looking at the brake pedal on it, that brake pedal from the floor up is like 8.5. This one was like 10.5. So what I have done, and my pedal to get it dead center of the steering wheel, I need to come over 3/4 of an inch. There's my mark. Then I need to come down 2 inches. Well, look, that hole damn near, I mean, it might be an inch compared to that, but that hole damn near falls where this bolt needs to be in that hole and start from there. And hopefully this bolt don't land in this hole. You know, but, all right, I have moved it to there. This one fell in that hole, but I caught it right on the edge to hold it. Let me hop in there real quick and see if it feels better. Last time didn't feel too bad, but let's see if this feels better. Oh yeah, I do believe I like that better. We're gonna go with that. That should be the same height as the standard Jeep. All right, I don't know if you can see, but I gotta cut this hole out right here. And I don't have a metal cutting blade for my jigsaw, which kind of sucks. What I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to take this and hack away at it till I get it close. Then I'm gonna have to take this, which screams bloody murder while I use it, and then just take it and clean it out until I get me a good circle. All I'm gonna say is that took a while. But while I was sitting there waiting on the air compressor to build up, I went ahead and made my little filler. It's gonna go right there like that. Supposedly, I bolted this on there and then I just ran right around the edges with it. So my hole should be pretty exact. All right, let's take a look-see. I put that plate that come off the other one in here just for a little extra support and just because it kind of looks cool. Looks factory, don't it? Out here, I got it all cleaned up, ready to go. But I get my booster on there and get my plate mounted on the inside. That goes on there. She is bolted up. I got good clearance from my hood, good clearance on my fender. This is gonna hook up right to there. My brake is gonna hook up. I gotta do a little tweaking on the lines a little bit, but this is gonna go right there, boom. Everything's gonna clear and be good. My paddle is bolted up. I gotta hook it up. Alright, that's enough horsing around. It is Friday evening. I've been coming here every day this week since Monday, and I am wore out, man. I'm gonna weld all this stuff off camera, but I think I'm gonna take me a break. I looked over in the refrigerator and I found me a beer in there. So I'm gonna drink that beer and I'm gonna stare at this thing probably the next 2 hours. But thanks for watching. Come back and see me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Where most likely I'm gonna tackle this floor here, get my hump in it. Been trying to get my steering wheel right. Look at here. Tilt steering, baby. Tilt steering. Put it where you want it.